Alright, it's about time to figure out where the hell we're going at this point. Let's look at our quests. We haven't looked at these for a while. We have categories of journey, favors, and labors. I actually haven't ever been using this menu because I've just been doing what's in front of me most of the time. So labors are collectibles. Every shrine, raven, god's eyes. Yeah, these are collectibles. Gotcha. Realm of... So we have one favor left. Realm of Fire. Complete the language cipher. Which... unlocks Muspelheim. I have 2 out of 4. That's a different menu. Ah, you took me to a new place. Why am I... over here. There we go. Why didn't you just take me back to where I was when I pressed it? Okay, so don't press triangle. That's not related to my current thing I'm looking at. Realm of Fire. So I'm looking for that symbol, I would assume. The one that I don't see anywhere. That means side quests. Which is it's a blue, but not this blue and not that blue. Don't get confused about the fact there's 17 different symbols, they're all blue. It's the other one that we don't see here. But I think that's like on hold for now. Or maybe I even make the cipher in a different location. So yeah, we're probably gonna go back to just trying to get to the tower. That was our original objective when we first got to the lake area. Which, given we came all the way here for that, I think we're just going back now? There's a boat dock here. Yeah.
Come.
Here's where my boat's kept. Ah, portal. You can take me back to the place where the tower is. And then I have to run across this entire area. This might not actually save any time. Whoa, have I been here yet?
This must be a branch of the world tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right, I know.
Did he stay on? You said stay on the path. Does that imply that he went the wrong way and I'm supposed to go this way? I have never been here before. Okay. I take it that's my goal. But like, what else can be seen around here? Unstoppable aura. Oh, right, that's what I get for running for a bit. Well, it looks cool up here. Although, if anything, it takes me back to, like, the respawn system in Prey 2006. Which was strange. What happens if I go here, though? You're like, don't do that, boy. Boy.
We jump.
Really?
I feel like this is gonna have some kind of consequence.
Bad idea!
I think I just got killed. I just melted. You were warned not to stray from the path. Oh. Yes. Yes, I did die. I just killed my son. And me. Well. Hi there. We had a strange little adventure just now. How you doing, Brock? Don't mind me. His sprint is like staggeringly fast, especially when you first press it. That's when the perspective yeah. It has the perspective shift where the camera distance changes to emphasize speed. These games like to do that. All right, to emphasize how fast you're going, the camera pulls back so that it's like it has to catch up.
Almost. If we could just find the other pieces of the language disc.
The disc that contains all language? Oh, hey. Wow. That guy got owned. How you doing? Oopsie. I pressed it wrong. Oh, I don't have my weapon, that's why. Whoops. Deleted. Ah, he chased me. You and your tracking.
Did I do okay?
That always screws with me when I dodge back. And then they just follow me.
What's that? It smells awful.
Poison.
Ah, new mechanic. This game is very video gamey. It's interesting. Like, there's a big push towards realism with like The Order 1886 and like The Last of Us and so on with PS4 games. That like this kind of like almost silly video gaminess is like kind of a breath of fresh air and so different. Like this kind of stuff. Like I would expect to see something like this in like a Zelda game or a Darksiders. Whereas a lot of modern games kind of push away from the idea of having your game run like this. What was that sound I heard over here?
I still can't read these. I still can't read these.
It's a really strange thing to refer to video games as being video gamey, but I think people know what I mean.
Look here. Another.
Look! It's the world serpent. He's so much bigger than I imagined. Oh, look! He bit Thor! Or will bite him. Looks like.
There we go. A lot of these things always end with creatures that just go after Thor one way or another. Yeah, the Loki went off and slept with a giant and birthed a bunch of people. Hel, the world serpent, and Fenrir. And I think I said already, like, it was just so strange. Like, Odin seemed so convinced that those creatures were gonna somehow create the end of the world. But then he's like, he just kind of like abandoned the world serpent into the ocean and just let it roam free. And as it roamed the ocean, it grew to this ungodly size. And I'm like, huh, if you're planning on interfering in any way, yeah, that was strange. Like, it's almost like he interpreted it as being like, all I have to do to stop the world serpent from killing everybody is just separate him from his parents. Like, just don't let him grow up around the giant and Loki, and somehow that'll change it, I guess. And yet, there was additional precautions taken for both Hel and especially Fenrir by comparison, where the world serpent weirdly just kind of gets off easy. Like, just let him, just release him into the wild. That's a weird choice. Why didn't you release Fenrir into the wild? He's a wolf. You're real dicks to Fenrir in Tyr. I'm waiting for Fenrir to show up because he has to. Fenrir is too cool not to show up in every Norse mythology, like, adaptation thing. Oop. Oh. You know what? You're poisoned. Enjoy. I don't think it's gonna work that way. I like how the game's like, what's that crazy thing we've never seen before that you fought several times already? I like them. They're like cat snakes. They're neato. The Tatsilworm, lizard cat, lizard cat. The episode.
We'll be able to Muspelheim runes.
Oh, hey, part 3. There we go. The upside of having an animation like that where the camera perfectly centers like this when you're opening the chest is that he can teleport just off camera and then run in to stab the thing, no matter where he was in the moment you pressed it. The camera's so controlled. There's a lot of moments like that. Like, I noticed a moment ago that the, I'm gonna have to throw this a long distance. Well, it's a good thing that you're immune to poison. I noticed earlier that, like, I was walking up to the Soul Eater golem, and when that cutscene started, my character automatically retrieved his axe. There's a lot of little automated systems that make sure that things keep up with how they're supposed to happen. What's the deal with this thing? It's like it's covered in almost writing.
Oh, what were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them Scorn Poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
I think that's what he got out of that relationship to some extent, was the fact that she was somebody so capable of teaching him things and surprising him. Well, back down we go. What was that? Those are going to come up at some point, the weird crystals, or that seems to be just the way to get back that way. Scorn Poles. Spiteful little construct, isn't it? Oh yeah, by having an automated, like, retrieval happen at the beginning of cutscenes, they can make sure that you always have the axe in your hand so he can emote with it, like when he held Atreus back with it, but without having it just instantly appear in your hand in a continuity breaking way. Or making any weird glitches happen because you didn't retrieve it, so now he's pretending to have an axe when he doesn't have it. Like, they just make sure that every time a cutscene starts, if you don't have your axe, he'll bring it back.
Whoa. Sure is foggy here. Another door. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She was a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes, though my talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is
No.
filthy. Okay then. I will just... Oh. 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 Oh, is that dried blood? Oh.
So, what were you working on?
Oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
Wait, that's the improvement? All I did was scrub it for a second. He didn't even... There was no animation of him doing it. So I had to do a little speed Googling because I was confused. Because I'm like, who the fuck is Sindri? I have no idea who Sindri is. That's not Brock's brother. But much like how Brock's name is spelled B-R-O-K or B-R-O-K-K or B-R-O-K-K-R, his brother is apparently named Itri or Sindri. And I'm like... I couldn't exactly remember what his brother's name was off the top of my head, but Sindri was just a new name for me, and I was like, who the hell? So this is the real, at least in the story that I read, this is the real artist. Like, Brock was more of a salesman, essentially, for his savant brother's amazing talents, and he would work the bellows and help him out as an assistant and all that, and facilitate it all, but it was very much an asymmetrical relationship. Whereas this guy is supposed to be the guy that actually can pull everything off. And immediately I'm like, oh, what a fantastically different characterization we get between their two personalities and how they're framed. Him not wanting to touch the axe and so on. Very strange though that he just kind of plopped on the table and like he brushed it for 1 second with a brush, and then it's like, wow, your axe is improved or whatever. Maybe that's not what they're implying, but I got like a mark of the dwarves or something, which I thought that's what it meant. Mark of the dwarves, an enhancement that permanently increases runic by 4. Special items. How does this work? Is it just a passive upgrade for my inventory? Okay, so okay, that makes sense then. So he seems like he didn't upgrade my axe yet. Gotcha.
Yes, come in.
Resurrection stones are now available in shops. Resurrection stones can be purchased so Atreus can revive Kratos from death. There are different types of resurrection stones, but Atreus can only carry one at a time. To purchase a different type of resurrection stone, you must first remove your equipped one, use it in combat, or sell it in the shop. So they're one-time uses? Because it says it has to be used first, so I think that means it goes away. Huh. Gotcha. Alright, so what do you need to upgrade my axe? You also need a frozen flame. So this is not actually an upgrade opportunity. It's just another NPC that will serve the same purpose in the future, but not now.
And for you?
Got a decent pile of money, so can I afford any upgrades? Yes.
Who knew?
Can upgrade my armor. Does this thing not have anything in its slot? Oh, did I just upgrade it to max? So it's done now. I think I just added a slot is why. Cannot be upgraded. Yep. Now, not in a hurry to I like the lightning one. I just want it to make it. I just want it to be better. Can I make it better? I should. This thing sucks. Yeah, whereas this one actually does an AoE stun. That's gonna be more helpful than the heal that barely works. Horn of Heimdall. Equip. There we go.
You don't have to run off on my account.
Bam! Bam! And then Horn of Heimdall. That's neat. That little shield punch.
It Did you really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin sem Gengur, egen vigum hans.
Gengur I.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Sindri.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
Be careful where you're going. There's nobody nice out here anymore since all the people left. I mean, I hate to generalize, but mostly they just try to kill you.
Good tip.
I know it's not my business, but if I were you, I'd wash off that symbol painted on your neck.
We were told it would help protect us. Was that a lie?
Oh, no, it's a protection stave, all right, but you can't render that pigment into paintable texture without blending it with boar urine. And is that really better than death?
Maybe a little.
Well, it's your neck. Ugh.
It is better than death. Oh no, it's the irony. The irony of all that. It's like we shoot the boar pees on us. Although indirectly, it didn't have the pleasure itself. I hate your work tables. Destroy. Oh, no. Actually kind of hard to hit. If possible at all. Oh. Under attack again. Right, there they are. And you dead. You just cleaned that. It's a forest. Oh, you mean you just cleaned my axe? Yeah. Turns out people use axes as weapons. Crazy, right? But hey, you make good shit. People really like it. Thor was even willing to dress up in drag to get his hammer back. So he could have just found another hammer, but it's your hand. Like Mjolnir is a big deal. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know how that makes any sense because this is a solid ass like piece of rock floor, but okay. Oopsie, that's not how you throw. My bad. Alright, they didn't really show this particular habit before. This is annoying. Hey, buddy. Die. Where is he at? I'm dodging too much. I'm probably supposed to be countering it. That probably makes more sense. Oh, shadows. I thought it was going to pop up like, here's what you do when the guy jumps at you. There it is. Launching and attacking tasselworms as they dig into the ground will stop them from burrowing for short. Oh, I should have been doing the not charged version of my right trigger. I have been underutilizing that this session. There you are. I can do it. I just gotta believe in myself. I can't do it. Ain't happening. Where's the source? Oh, there it is.
You think all dwarves are as weird as Brock and Sindri?
No.
Wonder why they don't get along anymore. I mean, they're family.
That is their matter alone, boy.
Okay.
Runic symbols on this simple armor increase your cooldown. Which is to say that they decrease your cooldown. They increase your stat, which decreases your cooldown. Blah, 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 blah. I can imagine feeling a little trapped and concerned about how to best deal with my stats. When it's like, do you upgrade this, do you change this new better stuff, or do you keep upgrading what you've already invested resources into? Because it would potentially feel like the game has a limited amount of resources free to use. I don't know. I don't know why I just retrieved it on accident. Okay, so I think the idea is you want to keep rotating until it's the right symbol, but first I need to learn what the right symbol is. There's another one. The squirrel? Hey buddy, how you doing? There it is. Ah, stop that. Got him. Thorn zigzag teeth. Thorn. Huh. Is my use of teeth already correct? Yeah, I seem to have accidentally solved that one. Cool. Just gotta find where the last ones. Oh, there we are. Once again, it's just right there. Ooh, Horn of Bloodmead. Nice. Increased maximum rage, a mechanic that I don't like very much. I'm not super into the rage mechanic. It's really flaily and awkward, and it's like, ah, you better make this one count, or you're wasting this resource by having it fill up and then spending it, and then not killing 17 enemies in the time that the bar depleted. And then I find half the time I use it that, like, its effectiveness doesn't seem to be where I would expect it to be. I don't know. Maybe I'll get better at it over time. Or I'll just buy way cooler stuff for it. Because admittedly, that has led to a loop where I don't necessarily want to spend my experience on it. So it's somewhat self-inflicted at the same time. Is that what you're looking at? Looking at corpses? I just made it rain on you. Ah, up there. But what is over here?
Please be careful. I'm still fixing that.
Oh, I got bad news for you.
Tell me what's wrong with you.
I've got bad news for you and things that you want to fix. From where, oh where does the poison come? That's a different one. I see the chest. Aha! All the way back there. Can I even get that? I don't know if that angle's even doable. How in the world? How much of a danger is the actual blip? Ouchies. Stop. It's not ideal. Still though. Ow. That did eventually do more damage than I thought. That seemed like it was the solution, was just to go through it. I don't know. Maybe you could get up there. I'm not sure. But ow. Oh, there we go. We're good. Can I climb up here? Oh, I can see it from back here. Yep. Alright, well. What's done is done. And I'm all healed up, so we're good.